said it's gonna be Todd. I'm just letting him sweat a little bit.
There's another one. Have fun, guys.
So you knew it was happening the whole time.
Jade, you were in.
I'm an insider.
What? I don't have to be humble at all. Amazing.
I don't have to be humble. I get to be happy.
I get to be happy.
We're all gonna get the email of this fan fiction. That Dawn's like sitting waiting. Dawn's like, here's the deal.
You're watching convention coverage.
My name is Tia Ballard. I play Happy the Cat in Fairy Tale. Thank you. Thanks, guys. And next we have...
Hey, y'all. My name is Jade Saxton, and I am also a fellow Exceed.
Yeah.
I play Carla in Fairy Tale.
Hi guys, my name's Dawn Bennett. I'm also an Exceed. I play
Ocean Fairy Tale.
I love it.
Hi, I'm Leah Clark, and I play Mavis Vermillion in Fairy Tale.
The legendary.
The legendary.
Hi guys, I'm Cherami, and I voice Lucy in Fairy Tale. Hi guys. This is so fun to do like a fairy tale panel. I don't know if we've done one in like a million years, and it's never been all girls.
It's true.
This is very cool.
Maybe that's why it's weird.
It's
I'm
usually
used
very
to
Natsu
Todd
thing.
like taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm used to it being the Todd show.
Yes.
I don't know how to do the Todd show without a Todd.
Guys, we've made it the Todd show. He's not even here. That's just
true.
the power of the Habercorn.
His spell is working.
Are you guys watching the new season? Oh my gosh.
Have you guys heard there's two groups of people. There's the people that have to watch every week, can't miss it, watch it on the day, or there's the people that are like, I'm reading the whole manga and I'm waiting until there's all of the episodes because I can't stop, won't stop. I'm gonna binge the whole thing.
Amazing.
Yes.
Wow.
So who in this room is watching everything as we go? Who's waiting to binge the whole thing? See, I told you.
More people are
It's
watching.
very serious.
Bingers for the win.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, cool.
What was your initial reaction knowing that Fairy Tale was coming back and for most of you were able to reprise your roles again?
I know Tia and I have a very funny story about this because we were on a text chain and it went on for weeks.
It felt like months.
Oh, wow.
So Todd texted both of us and said, have you guys heard anything? Because we live in LA now. We started working on this in Texas and we weren't sure with the simuldub, with everything moving quickly, if they were going to ask the people that live in LA to come back and do it or if they were going to have to get a voice match. So we were constantly, I would say weekly, and then as it got closer to the dub release, or the Japanese release, it became daily. We would get a text, have you guys heard anything? I've heard nothing. And Tia and I would be like, still nothing. Then the Japanese first episode released, we still hadn't heard anything. And that's when I was like, I guess we're not doing it. And that was the first time I was like, Todd, we're gonna be fine. And then he like shows episode 1, Japanese, available. He's like, what now, Cherami? I was like, well, okay, all right. I've been wrong before. I still feel okay. I don't know about you guys, I didn't get a text until 2 weeks after episode 1 had released in Japanese. And then they said, so we're gonna schedule you for the dub. And then, so I texted on the group chain and I was like, hey, I got an email. And I think you responded next. You're like, I got an email. Todd says, still nothing. And so I was like,
I sort of love that.
I said, let me check. Just like for the very first episode, everybody had recorded except for Natsu. And Todd had asked me, could you ask Tyler who got Natsu? Because I thought I really nailed it. So I asked Tyler, because I didn't want to get fired by being like, who'd you cast? He'd be like, don't ask questions, you're not getting the job, which Tyler would never do. And Tyler said, it's going to be Todd. I'm just letting him sweat a little bit. So, in true story of everybody likes to mess with Todd, I said, so everybody's returning for the show? And Tara was like, yep, everybody's returning. And I was like, so, is Todd booked? She was like, no, I was told to like ask Todd for availability last because it's like a good luck charm because you guys did it for the first season.
Aww.
So I texted Todd. I was like, "Your email will be coming. Just like hang in there." So they like to let him sweat it out. But yeah, we were all I was very excited to return, but also very nervous because I didn't know if we were going to get to do a dub.
The way that I went out the last time, I was like, really? There's another one? Have fun, guys.
I just kept hoping that Frosh would come back. And then they did in the first episode. Yay me.
I did not know y'all were so tortured.
So you knew it was happening the whole time.
I mean, I have a...
Jade, you were in.
I'm an insider.
I'm an insider.
You knew.
We should that fixes everything. Just put Carla on the text chain. Jay would have been like, "You're fine." Yeah.
No, I still couldn't be.
Oh yeah, you couldn't.
I couldn't. I would just have to like make some weird emoji cryptically and hope that you understood it.
That's fine. Yeah. Just a little cat.
Yeah, I mean, I
She would have been like,
yeah.
thumbs up emoji.
Thumbs down. No, I just would have been like, yeah, like maybe send like a, I don't know. I'd have to find the perfect cryptic
It would be
emoji.
shrug text.
Yeah.
I don't know what it
Shrug
would be.
emoji.
Some weird gif, yeah. Oh, Shrek emoji. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, shrug. I thought you said Shrek. I was
No,
so
shrug
confused.
emoji.
I was like, what is this Shrek emoji? I'm not cool. I don't know.
I just can't speak.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was excited, but I was also. What was strange is when I finally went back in to do Carla, like I found my body and my face like doing all the same things like that I had done before. I was like, oh, there goes my eyebrow twitch again, of like doing these weird things. I was like, oh, there she is. Okay, I found her. I think I was worried I wouldn't find her again, and there she was.
I got very, very lucky with Happy because I got to play him also in Eden Zero, which that was more shocking to me because at the time I lived in Texas and it was being recorded in California, and I thought I would have to be very kind, and I was like, I had my tweeter all prepared to be like, you know, sometimes you just have to pass the flame and blah, 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 blah. And I'm so happy, da, 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 da. I'm so happy that you're happy, whoever the next actor is. And they called me, and I was like, what? I don't have to be humble at all. Amazing. And
I don't have to be humble. I get to be happy.
I get to be happy. So, yeah, I was delighted to go back and play him in Eden Zero.
Yeah.
And so something about that gave me this like feeling of like, okay, you're cool, because Funimation does its best, in my experience, to pull back traditional, you know, like whoever did it originally, they're gonna reach out to that person, at least try. So I felt pretty secure in it, but as the more Todd freaked out, the more I started freaking out. And like, so when it aired in the Japanese, and we hadn't gotten our calls yet, I was like, well, maybe we're not dubbing it. I didn't feel like I was being replaced. I was just like, well, maybe we're just not gonna dub it.
Yeah.
That's weird. But yeah, he's got that magic ability.
He has that effect on.
Are you freaking out? Because I'm freaking out. Because you're freaking out. So yeah, but it's been wonderful.
Thank you.
You know what it was like to film Fairy Tale for you guys.
Our audition situations, what it was like getting the job and auditioning. I remember when I first auditioned for the show, I wanted to be on Fairy Tale. I did not think that I had a shot at Lucy, so I initially did not read for her. I read for everybody else in the book, and the director, Tyler, was like, okay, do a pass for Lucy, and that's why Lucy is my voice, because I was like, I didn't come up with a voice, because I didn't think I was going to get cast as her. So it was really just me. So I was, for the whole process, that first season, shocked that I got to do this. And then we got to premiere it with the creator, came with us to New York. And we were all very nervous. Like, is the creator going to hate it? Was he going to do it? And he gave us 2 thumbs up. And he said in English, so very proud. So I was like, that to have that blessing. And he brought our little characters with us from Japan to like, wish us well, which was very, very sweet. So it's been a very family-oriented show. Everybody's felt very close the whole time, which has been very special to be a part of. Yeah.
That's so cool. I didn't know that. My experience with being in the Fairy Tale is kind of like my haha jokes on you role, because here's why. I just happened to be at Funimation at the time, recording something else, and Tyler, the director, stepped out and he was like, "Hey, you can do just an ethereal like fairy voice. I have something called Fairy A that's just in here. It's the last thing I need."
No way.
Yeah, and it was just like off. Like the first time Mavis is even a thing is you just hear her voice. You don't even see her.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was like, "Yeah, I can do that." And he's like, "Okay, cool." And we just did it. And he thought it was just like a bit, like, throwaway bit. And then, yeah.
It was
And then
meant
later
for
he was
you.
like, "So, yeah, that's apparently a character. So you're
Like
in
a
the show."
legendary
Right?
character for the show.
And then she had Fairy Tale Zero, and I was like, "Ha! See?
That's so
See? I am in the show."
Oh gosh, I met Tyler Walker at a Todd Habercorn con called Habercon.
I never got
my
to go.
God.
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, Habercon.
Oh my God.
That's
Do those still happen?
No,
We're
I
here.
don't know.
Okay, no.
This is Habercon, right?
We're
This is
there.
where
It's
it's
happening. Okay.
No Habercorn. But yeah, so I met Tyler Walker at this con, and like it was for a contest. Like if you won, you got to audition for Funimation. I didn't
No
win.
way.
I didn't win though.
You didn't
I
win.
did
What?
Tyler contacted me though 6 months later, right before I graduated college, and was like, "Hey, I loved you at the contest. Come audition for Fairy Tale when you're
love
done."
that.
Yeah. And it was, but the weird thing is, it wasn't for Frosh. It was for the other Exceed Lecter, but I auditioned with the Frosh voice.
Okay, cool.
He was like, "You're gonna be this one."
Oh my gosh.
Aw.
Is
So cute.
That's an amazing story.
Hey, thank you.
amazing. I auditioned in the initial round, and Tyler Walker, the director at the time, did, I think, initially like some of the more character-y stuff that was happening, and like he was like, "Your character's coming, it's coming," and like just kept telling me that eventually it was coming along and was keeping me in mind for Carla. So I just had to wait those like 50 episodes
Yeah.
before she finally appeared.
Did you ever think he was lying? Like at what point were you like, it's not coming, he's just lying?
I mean, it was a long time. No, I don't think I was so hopeful and young then,
Yeah,
full of
yeah.
hope and dreams.
With stars in your eyes.
I chose to believe. Now I'm more
Cats in your
jaded,
dreams.
as they say. Yeah, so I was just so. I mean, I love playing cat characters. If you know anything about the characters that I play, like, please give them all to me. I love them. I love the Exceeds. So yeah, that was my journey. I was just stoked to do it. So happy that Wendy's my dragon slayer.
Aw.
You guys are a cute
Her.
pair.
Yeah.
You're a cute couple.
Yeah, I also auditioned in the initial round, and it was back when I first started, and I was terrified. I was terrified, just generally, like, always at a level 10 terrified. Anytime, just like life. I navigated life that way. But especially when it came to auditioning, I thought I could only do high-pitched voices. Like, obviously that's changed now, but back in the day, if a character had like breasts, I would be like, they're too old for me. I can't do it. And I would never audition. But Fairy Tale was one of those things that I auditioned for all of the ladies. Got the little cute cat with no breasts. It was perfect. And I am actually so, so grateful. It was, at the time, it was only like 50 episodes, and I was like, whoa, it's like big time.
That's true.
50 episodes,
True.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is actually when Happy meets Carla. And if you pay attention in the dub, his voice actually drops. He becomes a man after, and that was like
So cute.
it was like
really cute.
strategic. It was like he's different
that.
after. So when you hear, it's so funny because when I hear clips from episode 1, he's very, very like very high pitched.
Yeah.
But once he meets Carla,
It all changes.
everything's different.
That's my favorite. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I now have to rewatch
so
it. That's
funny.
so cute.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I mean, we see characters brawl all the time. It's fairy tale, but what two characters do you want to see spar the most? It can be like in a silly way or in a serious way.
I don't have a spar, but I really want Carla and Happy to kiss.
Oh, my God.
That's cute. I do like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
We still have hope.
I believe it. It'll happen.
I want Frosh to fight Loxus.
Ooh, I like that.
Take him down.
In like a play fight, I think it would be fun to see the two Dragon Slayers, to see Wendy and Natsu like
That would be fun.
go at it. Yeah.
It's not something that I actually want, but it's something that I think would be very fun to get to act. Is if I don't know how they would do it, because I've gotten to play all the versions of Lucy. So like Layla, which is Lucy's mom, Lucy's grandmother, baby Lucy. It would be fun in some weird cosmic universe to have them all come together and figure out who is the best celestial spirit of all of the Heartfilia family.
Oh, that's
Just
cool.
because like getting to do that scene of screaming and attacking each other of all versions of myself would be really fun to get to voice. I would go insane, but it
You
would be
fighting
fun.
you.
Yeah, all versions of me. That would.
That would be so like symbolic and like deep.
Yeah, and then who?
All of
and
your
then who
ins-
won? It'd
Yes.
be great. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Fighting on the insides. I don't know. Zareth and Jalal.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
What?
To the.
To the death.
I don't know.
Did I say that? Did what?
Just trying to
A
make it.
death bath?
Thank you.
What is your favorite or most memorable line that you have to say?
I think so too.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Cute.
Mine was, I swear, you'll drive me to catnip.
Oh, that's good.
It's when Happy meets Carla, and I don't know if this is correctly translated or not, but
Lucy, I'll give you all my fish if you tell that vision I haven't been neutered yet.
I do remember that line. That's a good one. Oh man, I mean, most memorable. It's got to be anytime I get to open a key, like open a gate and summon a spirit. I love getting to do that.
I mean, she talks in bumper stickers, so one of my favorites is mistakes are not shackles that bind us.
That's a good one.
Right?
You should have bumper stickers at your table
Hot.
that you sign.
I probably should.
You
They're
should.
like,
That'd
there's
be really
so
great.
many.
That's
That's
really
amazing.
good sayings.
All right.
That's great.
thank you.
Thank you.
If you guys were in the fairy tale universe, what magic you would want to teach yourself, or if you would like want to be an Exceed or anything like that?
Yeah, being an Exceed would be really cool.
Forever Exceed.
But I do like being a celestial wizard because you get all the accessories and you always have like friends that you can just like call and pull out anytime. Also, the idea of a clock that you can ride in if you don't want to walk anymore is really nice. But it'd be cool to be a cat.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I like being a cat.
It's amazing, but I would like to know what it's like to be a Dragon Slayer. I would like to know.
Could you be? Could we? Well, this is all a hypothetical thing. Like, could I be a celestial spirit Exceed? Could you be an Exceed Dragon Slayer? Like, could you be the first of your kind? You know?
Who knows? That would be exciting. I'd do that. Yeah.
You're your own best friend.
They're like, that's not how the rules work. I was like, this is a hypothetical in the fairy tale panel that will never happen again. This is how this world works. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. Guildmasters, like, where do you go from there, you know?
I agree. That's a
So-
mic drop.
So after Frosh defeats Loxus, Frosh takes Loxus's powers. I want to be an Exceed with, lightning power.
We're all gonna get the email of this fan fiction that Dawn is like sitting waiting. Dawn's like, here's the deal. Just waiting for the opening, guys. Here it's already. Plot
There we
points.
go.
Done.
There it is.
Send to print.
You're sticking with X?
I'm sticking with being a cat.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm content.
Thank you.
A cat with a clock would be cool, though. I really like.
You can
is it
you can borrow horologium.
horologium?
Yeah, you can borrow horologium.
Nice. He's my favorite. I like him.
Is if you could drop your character in fairy tale, another universe, any universe, what would it be?
I'm gonna say Sailor Moon because I want Happy to do one of those
That would be
spins.
cute.
Oh, cute. There's other cats there too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I've
We
never
could hang
actually
out.
watched it.
be
I
the
just wanted him to
stud.
be in a dress.
That'd be great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That would be cute.
Wait, what's that one where what are they? It's like banana. They're cat banana people.
Banana?
Yes, that one. Yes.
That's cute.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Yeah, great
So
choice. That's a great choice.
I like that.
Ooh, kind of Soul Eater, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she'd be cool.
She'd be very cool.
Yeah.
That'd be
Should
really
be a
fun.
weapon or a Meister?
Ooh, good
She
question.
would be a Meister with like 3 different weapons. She's like, law, glitter. What?
Yeah. Ooh.
Law, glitter, and sphere.
Yeah, it would be.
And they
very
would all be
cool.
like, yeah.
That's very cool.
There you go.
I like that. You should also voice them too.
I should.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Thanks, Sharon.
I would want to put Lucy in like a Disney Pixar universe. I think that would be fun.
Oh, that's so cool.
Or a Lego universe, because I think that would be very fun to see the keys. Like, you know, they would like do like a weird build up when they would come out.
gosh.
Like,
I could
the
picture it.
guild
I could
thing.
Legos, please.
Disney or Lego.
They're all great answers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's a lot of celestial spirits in the show, and if you could have one to like summon whenever you wanted to in real life, which one would you want?
If I had to pick one to pull, it would probably be either Aquarius or Virgo or Loki are 3 of my favorites. I would like to say Cancer the Crab is my favorite because that's my zodiac, but the scissor hands near your face, if I am not paying for a haircut, that is it makes me very nervous. So I would not pick my zodiac. So it'd probably be one of those 3. Virgo is very loyal. Loki and Lucy have that great connection from when she got to go to the celestial spirit world. Oh, you could pick the celestial spirit king, which is like the be all end all. But yeah, Aquarius is very special to me for obvious reasons. So it'd have to be one of those 3 that I would choose.
I like Aquarius.
Yeah.
You know,
For obvious reasons.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I also like Aquarius, but I would also want Taurus just for all the cow puns. And Cherami Edmund.
Yeah.
You said the dog was Plu?
Do what?
The dog? It was.
Yeah, Plu is the little doggy,
I
the little
like-
white,
yes.
the Monica's dog that just
Yes,
shakes.
that one, and then Virgo. Yes.
Yeah.
Horologium is truly, I love him.
Honestly, it's one of my favorites.
Taurus, because I love cows, and I am also a Taurus. And then Leo, Loki, because he's hot.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
F3.
Yeah. Well, I have a funny story about Inman. One time someone was like, can you summon a key? And I said, sure. And I said, open gate of the golden bull, Taurus. And this is the only time this has ever happened. Inman jumped into my panel. He was like, hey, I'm in the wrong room. So sorry. And I was like, no, that's the best thing that's ever happened. And I was like everybody
right
in the
on
room
cue.
was like, you summoned him. And I was like, I did it. It's never going to happen again. But that was pretty great. So then he goes, hey, Cherami. I was like, hey, Cherami, bye. Thank you. Way to pay attention. So that was pretty awesome.
Y'all need to have a podcast called the Cherami Jeremy Show.
Cherami's.
What would they talk about?
Yeah, it was pretty epic. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Thank you so much.
I just want to ask if you have your favorite Lucy Heartfilia moment from 100 Year Quest so far.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but there's a moment with Lucy and Natsu. Natsu really takes one for the team and loses control, and Lucy has to jump in to try to help him. I don't want to spoil anything, but I said it. It reminded me of a moment that happened in Avengers with Hulk. So that was my favorite moment thus far.
Nice.
I'm trying to be so cryptic because the show's still out. I don't want to spoil it. We have a whole room of people that are like waiting to binge it.
Yeah, there's so many
You guys will know.
bingers.
Yeah.
They don't know yet.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Do you have, well, I was going to say, do you have a favorite thus far, but I don't want to spoil it.
What is the favorite roles that you guys have done, like in total?
It's like so hard.
It is real hard.
But I will say some really memorable ones is Yuki and Wolf Children. It was just such a special film that meant so much to me. I really loved and would love to continue forever playing Chika and Kaguya-sama Love is War. That was so fun. Those are a couple of my faves. What about y'all?
I mean, I've got a couple that I, close and dear and near to my heart. I would say Kobayashi from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is my inner, sometimes outer being. And Toga has been a joy to play. So yeah, those are 2 of mine,
Yeah.
besides Miss Mavie.
I mean, I'm kind of wearing the jacket for mine. I'm going to show off the back, because why not?
Yeah, do it. Oh, so cool. Oh,
snap.
That's awesome.
Cozy.
Aegis from Persona 3 Reload, very, very special to me. Kale, Dragon Ball, because I watched Dragon Ball as a kid, and now I get to be a Saiyan.
Cool.
That's awesome.
And like, Frosh was my first anime role ever, so like, Frosh is also special to me.
Never forget your first.
No, of course. And Shez from Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, because she's just my regular voice, and I've never gotten to play a character that was just my voice.
Cool.
It was so neat.
Yeah.
He's like, Christian Lamont was directing me for that, and he's like, do you need a ref? It's just you. And I'm like, it's just me.
Oh, how to be me.
And then on the opposite end of that spectrum, Nabbit from Mario Brothers Wonder, because he just screams. And sometimes you just gotta scream.
I have a few. Happy is definitely one of my favorites. 02 and Darling in the Franxx is great. I love her. Yes, thank you. Nene and Toilet Bound Hanako, which Jade directed. Wonderful character and wonderful, beautiful show.
Great writing in that show.
Do what?
Leah wrote it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry. And Leah wrote it.
Okay.
I didn't know you wrote it. That's awesome.
It's hard to pick favorites. I usually say a lot of mine are very good with weapons, or they have magic, or they have powers, and I have a lot of them on shelves in my office, and I imagine they come alive Toy Story style at night, and if I don't pick them, I will cease to be. So I pick the one character that I know they will all rally behind to protect, because he must be protected at all costs, and that's Kotaro, and Kotaro lives alone. I also got to co-direct that show, so I got to experience the show on both sides. So that's the one I picked. It was very special to be a part of.
You guys all.
Thank you.
So I was gonna ask like what other roles you auditioned, but you kind of answered that. Fairy Tale. So like in other animes, are there any other roles like you auditioned for and you got a different part that you were like hoping you really got the other part?
All of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, most of them are like that.
Pretty much. 90% of everything that we do is something we didn't audition for.
Yeah.
But are very happy to have.
I don't know if there's ever been like a role where I'm like, man, I wish I got the other one. And then once I got, well, like there might have been that until I went in to record. And then when I see what I got, I'm like, no, this is definitely for me. I know I had that experience for Sailor Moon when I auditioned. I could have thrown a dart at the wall. I just wanted to be in the show. Like I told the director, can I be girl with hair bow? Like in the background. I just want to be able to say that I worked on the show. And then when they called, they were like, you're actually the girl with the hair bow. Like the hair bow. The hair bow. Yeah, that was when I auditioned for all the characters. I got called back for Sailor Moon and Luna. And then they said they sent the auditions, they took the names off, sent the auditions to the creator, and she picked everybody. I know, aren't these ridiculous?
I can't.
And they're stretchy. No, please don't apologize. That's why I wear them. They're so exciting. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. But the creator heard me say my name and was like, that's Sailor Venus. So when I started working on the show, I was like, I don't know if I'm really Sailor Venus. I have no orange in my wardrobe. I've never worn orange. And then when I worked on the show and got to know her personality, I was like, this is totally my personality. So sometimes you have to trust the creative team because they know better than you. And then once you find yourself, you're in the right place, right time. Mm-hmm. So, but that was one where I had no idea, did not expect to be orange girl with hair bow.
Love.
Orange girl.
With major hair bow.
Yeah.
I mean, Toga from My Hero Academia, I auditioned for Suyu and Mineta and was obsessed with both. And I was like sad afterwards. Like I mourned. I was like, oh, darn. Okay. And then, later, just like, oh no, things are better now.
I remember auditioning for Persona 5 Strikers. There was like this AI that sounded like Siri, and I thought I did a good job on it. Like I was they don't have Kroger here; they have Ralph's here, right? Yeah. I was like trying to like mimic like that kind of robot voice, cool. But instead they ended up getting the actual voice of Siri to play that part in Persona 5 Strikers, Susan Bennett. And I remember thinking, dang, I thought I did a good job. And then Aegis came along, who's another robot, and I guess Atlas was like, you, there.
Yeah.
Okay. This is fine. I'll take this instead.
Did you just note that you guys have the same last name?
Oh my God.
Susan Bennett and Dawn Bennett.
Yeah, you're
Isn't that
both
weird?
AIs.
That is cool.
That is really cool.
Maybe we're related.
Maybe you are.
Maybe you're an AI.
Oh gosh.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's me. I'm the AI. It's me.
Yeah, echoed what all of these ladies said. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. I do have an interesting story as an example of that that's not related to me. Patrick Warburton, who plays Kronk in Emperor's New Groove, I was directing his son the other day, one of his sons. And his son can sound exactly like him.
He can.
I even had to be like, please de-Kronk this character. Like less. Yeah. And he was telling me that he auditioned to be Kronk, like a stunt voice in something or other.
Oh my gosh.
Not his dad, him. And of course, he's like perfect at it.
Yeah.
And he didn't get the role.
Yep.
And he is like, I'm broken. Like some part of me broke that someone could do it better than me. And I don't know who that person is, but I have to find them. So that's like just a little lesson.
Yeah.
You're not owed anything. And I mean, he had a great attitude about it, but yeah, this is completely out of our control, top to bottom, which is kind of cool and kind of terrible at the same time.
There's a joke that whenever anybody uses a reference, if they'll say like, which they do often, here's a reference for this character, it's such and such actor from this game, that if you ever get the audition, the time to audition, and you are the reference, that you'll never get the job.
That's so true. I've been a reference twice.
And you don't get the job.
And I didn't get it.
Isn't that so weird?
Yes.
And they say, we want this actor. Like they would say,
I want it
we
to
want
sound like
Leah,
this."
we want Leah Clark from Mavis and Fairy Tale. So Leah auditions. They're like, we're gonna go with a different person.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? It's
very
a weird joke, but it's very true.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How did voicing the characters change your view on what friendship should look like?
I would say certainly with friendship, but even I have to say I voiced the scene where Lucy talks to her dad, and I call it the emancipation scene. That's not really what it is, but that's where she says, like, I am no longer a member of the Heartfilia family because this is not what I stand for. I'm a member of Fairy Tale. And I thought that was very brave of her to like give up security and comfort and to follow her dream. And I remember leaving the session that day, and I had a manager in Los Angeles who had been asking me to move out, and I was like, no, my family's here. I feel very comfortable in Dallas, and I'm working. And he was like, but you're getting called back for all these shows, and you got to keep flying out. You got to make a move. And I had finished working on that episode, and he sent me an email, and he was like, I really think you need to take a risk on yourself. And I remember thinking, if I got cast as a character that believes in herself and will take a risk on herself and what she wants to do, then I'm a hypocrite if I don't do that for myself. So Lucy is one of the big reasons why I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? And moved out to LA. So certainly with friendship, it was very healing. It was lovely to be a part of this family, but also it definitely helped me in my career also.
I think having a show, being a part of a show like this was a little bit more validating for me and like my actual value of friendship and what I've leaned on for most of my life. Because I've been like a single female for a very long time up until maybe 2 years ago. So my family has always been my friends. My loved life has always been my friends. And so I just kind of related to that. And I thought like, wow, that's cool. I'm not like, alone in that I, because there's always like this kind of like inside thing, I don't know, at least for me, like with my family and stuff, like, oh, why aren't you married yet? Earlier, I feel like, like you just kind of doubt yourself, like worth-wise. So it was like, well, I have a bunch of friends, but so this was kind of cool to showcase, like, no, it is that important, and that's good, and that's okay, and having your chosen family is awesome. Yeah. So yeah.
Frosh being my first anime role ever just kind of opened up my world, and I got to meet so many amazing people and become friends with people that I looked up to for years, like when I was in college, when I was in high school, and it's still very surreal to this day. Like, I was talking to my friend Morgana Ignace is right behind me in the dealer's hall, and she was like, "Dude, why were you so shy to come say hi to me?" And I'm like, "'Cause everyone here is cool. Everyone here is cool, and I'm just over here like, hi, you be cool over there. I'm just gonna be here." And but it's so neat to call so many of these people my friends now.
I think it's really cool that you get to work right there in that net with Michael Jones, because I've watched all of his Rooster Teeth stuff. Yeah. So
he messaged me right after he announced, because I said, "Hey, it's so cool to be in this thing with you," and he messages me. He's like, "Dawn, are you a Rooster Teeth fan?" And I'm like, "Yeah. We've met at PAX. I was in your autograph line for 3 hours." And now we're cool.
Very cool. Yeah, I just echo all of those sentiments completely. It is cool to make all the friendships kind of in this anime world, and especially what you were saying about chosen family. This show, I'm an only child. I know, right? So choosing people that I feel like can be like my sisters, more like family and not just friends, like a deeper kind of level like that.
Yeah, I love that. I kind of am backwards with it. So I was not raised an only child, and my siblings are like my favorite people, and which is awesome, but also makes your world very small because you have the lived experience of the people you were raised with. So it's like, what is your life then? And it wasn't until I became an adult and got out of my tiny little town, because I live in a very small town, or used to, that I met people that truly became my friends. And people, I didn't even want friends. That seemed like a lot of trouble, actually. And I have people that are like, I'm gonna be her friend, and made it their mission to challenge me and pull me out. And now I can see oh my gosh, there's so much value in people that you meet, and the cultures that you meet, and the religions, and all these different people from all these different places contribute to your heart and your experience. So I felt like it wasn't until I was an adult and started to let people in that I saw in these shows oh, that's what they're doing. I get it. I didn't really understand it so much. And then now as an adult, I truly do. And it makes it more special.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for celebrating us and the show. We love you dearly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much.